I'm Markus Resch from Mellotron.com, and we have been supporting the Mellotron community for 20 years with the parts and tapes and etc. And we're the only ones that have the original archive of tapes and recordings for the Mellotron and Chamberlain. So we're supporting old machines, and for 10 years now we've been making the Mark VI Mellotron, which is basically a working version of the M400 Mellotron, because that machine didn't work very well back in the day. So now, after servicing the old Mellotrons for 10 years, I decided to make a new version that had all the little problems taken out that the old machines had. So this is the Mark VI Mellotron, this part of this unit, and this is the new digital machine, which just stands on top of it. So it's two separate units. And I've been working on this for 1.5 years now, and it's a true recreation of the sound of the old Mellotron. And it's got high resolution analog playback of the digitized files, and it's non-compressed 24-bit high resolution sound quality. And it's all really a matter of volume adaptation. I've been listening to these two things in detail, and it's very close. It's indistinguishable. And you were just showing the front panel, and that's the prototype version of the operating system. It's going to have a picture of the actual machines being played in the respective screens. The left screen will be for the A sound, and the right screen will be for the B sound. So what you're showing, and what many people have been showing on forums, etc., that's just the way in the prototype. It makes no sense to have two screens that shows the same thing. But we were in a very big hurry to get it out to NAMM, so that's why it just shows the same information at the moment. So. And I can show you the string sound. I have to adjust the volume a little bit. And if you look closely, it's two extra keys on the digital machine, and there are several reasons for this. The first reason is that I have the original archive of all the sounds with the original recordings, and they made extra recordings for most of the Mellotron and Chamberlain sounds. They just didn't use them for various reasons. And so I have extra notes that I can put in there to have these extra notes in the digital machine. The reason why I didn't do that when I was making the Mark VI is that I wanted to make a machine where the parts would be compatible with old machines, and all of the old machines had 35 notes. So that's practically all of the old machines, especially the ones that had this format, the white Mellotrons. So to be able to use the parts that I was making for the Mark VI and the old machines, I did it exactly the same way. I didn't know I was going to make over 100 of these machines. I thought it would be a very small run, and then I would have parts for servicing old machines. But it turned to a bit bigger endeavor than I anticipated.
And so the two extra keys, are those just another G and an F key?
Another FF sharp.
Oh, it's
FF sharp.
FF sharp, okay.
Yeah, so it starts FF sharp, G, and here you have, that's obviously the G, and that's another FF sharp. So, and then of course it's much easier for a keyboarder that's not familiar with this very special keyboard on the Mellotron that starts with two sets of black keys in the beginning. It looks very odd. He's more familiar with an F to F keyboard that has full octaves. And the other thing is the Orchestron and Optigon and Chilton Talent Maker optical playback units, they had 37 keys. So that's another reason to be able to play back those sounds with this digital unit.
Interesting. And how many sounds are in the digital unit?
Yesterday morning it was 2, and yesterday afternoon I had an update from my programmer, so now it's 6 this machine, but the production model will have 100 sounds in it. And and then there's an extra slot for an extra card, so you can have another 200 sounds on that card.